What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hello, hello, hello. Waiting for it to start. Oh, may not do that. Okay. Um, dope. Dope, dope, dope. Dope, 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 dope. Awesome. That looks lovely. Let's share that over to all of our friends. All our friends. All right. Okay. All right. So, it's another late-ish evening here. We need to. Oh my god, my back hurts. Back hurts. We need to get this done pretty quickly because I need to get to sleep. I'll kind of explain further here, but let's pop over. Let's pop over to here, and let's just look at this shiz and do our thing here. Okay. So first thing that we did, super small thing, but again, just kind of got me thinking, is posted a help wanted sign for my grandmother's restaurant. Just kind of like, it's a small diner. Occasionally they need some help, and I'm kind of like the IT director in a way. I built the website, I handle the Facebook, I do different publications and stuff like that. I work there obviously on the weekends, and that was really interesting for me. Let me make this bigger because occasionally, they have to get help wanted. They look for help, obviously. They're like a regular business, and obviously, restaurant, you're always, especially in times like this, you're trying to find help and stuff like that. Got me thinking again about how I need some help with the things that I'm doing. And I'm trying to think of some strategies for that. I had a good conversation yesterday about scaling, partly about scaling on FBP episode 52. So that'll be out on Wednesday. But it was interesting. Just trying to think of different ways to do cool stuff and do it more regularly, and get more people involved. So we'll get there. But yeah, just again got me thinking. I don't know how we're gonna end up doing it, but and then similarly, another small thing that every time I do these small things that have more broader, reasoning behind them, like cutting grass at the rental in my parents' own, it's like, I think about property management. I think about, that something like that would need somebody to cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to cut the grass at my own, thing. So, Twitch is shutting down. Yeah, that sounds really fake. So I'm not going to click on that. Thank you, Bean Boy 420 Sun. Appreciate that. Next thing that we did was we published AM and the PM 20. So AM and the PM 20 it wasn't a guest episode. It was just me and Amanda kind of talking about how our relationship is so strong and how we've been able to kind of build that up and stuff like that. Again, that dropped today at 3, so you should check that out. But there's a whole process to doing all that. Obviously, I do the editing for the video, editing for the audio and everything like that. I posted all that onto Anchor, onto YouTube, scheduled everything, wrote the descriptions, put everything on there. And then once everything went live, I went in and I promoted it on all of our social media channels, and yeah, just shared it out. I think it's got like 20 or so views, so I'm just happy. I mean, we're putting out consistent stuff. The guest format is absolutely ingenious because you start to overlap like your sphere with other people's, and you get a lot of eyeballs that way. So happy about that. But yeah, it was the AM and the PM launch day for that, or drop day, every Thursday at 3. So we took care of that. And then I went over to my buddy's house and kind of like fixed the soundbar. I really didn't do too much to fix that. It kind of just like repaired the subwoofer, and apparently it works. So awesome. Did a little swimming for like 2 hours, and then played 3 games of hockey. Lost all 3 of them really fucking terrible performance by myself. And that happens. One, probably somewhat because of the swimming, but just two, it's an important lesson to learn that you're not going to win every time at anything, not hockey, not this, that, the other thing, whatever it is, it's a wave. Things go up and down. You have highs and you have lows, and you just got to kind of take it in stride and just keep going. I think that's why it's so important to not get super down on yourself and not get super confident and cocky. You got to try to stay like relatively in the middle, and it's hard sometimes, especially when, things aren't going your way, or when things are really going your way and then, maybe they take a turn for the worse. That hits a lot of people pretty hard. But it's something that I try to do is just, it doesn't matter if you win, if you lose. It just matters that you're continuing to move forward and just try to progress and shit like that. So whatever I do, I try to do it in that fashion, and keep that mindset about it. And it's worked pretty well. There's always another game, there's always another day, there's always another deal, if you think about it in business terms, whatever it is. So it just keeps on going. But a lot of exercise today, and that kind of segues pretty nicely into this last part. And actually, real side note here, this might be coming sooner, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. I've been waiting on a Xbox controller for I don't know how long, but that's why that's there. But the all the activity and everything that I did today kind of segues nicely into basically the biggest topic, and sort of like an update here on just like the next couple of days for me. So I've spent the last 2 hours trying to pack and get all this shit, and there's like several bags behind me that you can't see on the floor here of like clothes and different stuff like that. So I am going to briefly explain what the next 3 days are going to hold for me, and then ultimately update anybody consistently that watches the streams, like what to expect. So tomorrow morning, Amanda and I are going out to Allegheny National Forest, and we're not camping, we're staying in a hotel, but we're going to go hiking and stuff like that. So should be a fun time. We'll be there Friday night and Saturday night, and check out on Sunday. So hopefully get some good like hikes in, some good like sight, seeing stuff. I've never been to that's a lie. I have been a long time ago, but I never have been recently. So hopefully we don't get killed by a bear. That would be nice. It's kind of the number one goal. Just don't die, don't get hurt. And yeah, so we're gonna stay there. We're gonna go hike on some trails and stuff. And should be a good time, but again, we don't really know exactly what to do. We have some friends that have done this before, but we've never done it, so we're trying to, I'll just flip this back. We're trying to get some input on what we needed, and I brought like a shit ton of clothes, and we have like a bunch of, she bought some a tick remover thing, some bug spray, like a bunch of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's a good experience. I have faith that as long as we don't die, it's going to be a good experience. So nice little weekend getaway there. What that means for me specifically, and then also the stream and stuff like that, I'm probably not going to stream. On second thought, I'll probably bring maybe my tripod, my little tripod for my phone or something, but I'm probably not going to do anything. I'm probably going to, we're probably just gonna chill, and then probably the next stream, there's a high likelihood the next stream will be on Monday, or actually probably Sunday, and then I'll kind of be maybe a recap of the trip. And then the other thing that I actually failed to mention is we're staying out there, but then I also have 3 hockey games on Sunday night, so might end up, do I do vlogs? Don't really do vlogs per se. This is kind of my vlog, if you will. So this gets broadcasted on Twitch, that you're on it, and then also my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. So this is kind of just a daily recap that I just go live, and if anybody has questions, stuff like that, I talk about my day, I talk about things that I'm working on, stuff. I do 2 podcasts though. So Fueled by Progress is one of them, and then AM and the PM is another one. And then I also just make content somewhat sporadically on YouTube. But I was doing vlogs for a little bit. I did it for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, I just can't edit a video every single day, because now I'm editing 2 videos a week, and they're like longer videos, like 20 minutes, or I'm not 20 minutes, like 2 hours for these podcasts, and it's just a shit ton of work. So until I get like other people that can help me do some of the other stuff, I won't be doing vlogs. But that's a great question. I appreciate you asking. That's kind of the lay of the land right now. So every night, though, you can pretty much, other than these next 2 nights, you can pretty much catch me on here. And yeah, like I said, just kind of talking about the stuff that we're doing, stuff that I'm going through. I own a holding company. I said this yesterday too, but obviously, like, we have different viewers every day, so I like talking about it. Like, I own a holding company, and that holding company owns 4 businesses. The 2 podcast businesses. There's a lot more to the story. If you want to know anything about that, just go to this website right here. MJS.industries, and that's kind of like everything that I do. So that's that parent company, and then these are the other things that I have. And yeah, just a lot of big goals, a lot of big dreams, and we're just working towards them every day. So like I said, I come on here at night and we do that. Iowa tournament in a couple weeks. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. That's a pretty far drive. Not really feeling that, Zach, but we'll see. Also play ball hockey, for anybody that doesn't know that. I guess I kind of said that earlier, but yeah. So, but yeah, no vlogs right now, just these. But I like this. I mean, if we continue to get more people to, show up in the stream and such, then I think we could have a lot of good content here, a lot of good back and forth, and be like really... Honestly, I feel like I have a lot of good value to bring to people. Very much in line with like a lot of people that do like daily vlogs or live streams or stuff. So and one of the things we're kind of working on is continuing to build the audience. So if we can continue to do that, and then we get like a lot of people in the streams and stuff, God damn you, Zach. And if we continue to get like a bigger audience and stuff, then it'll be kind of cool to have, like be able to answer questions and potentially like bring people on the stream and stuff like that. I know I've done that before on Instagram. Occasionally I do Instagram too. I forgot to mention that. Occasionally I put the stream also onto Instagram at the same time. But yeah, I think that would be cool. So yeah, just trying to help, just trying to provide value, make a little bit of money here and there when I can, but that's also something we're working towards. So, but yeah, that's kind of the spiel there. And again, as far as the rest of this weekend goes, we're going to be in the forest, so I don't know what the cell reception is going to be like and all that jazz. Even if we do have internet, like in the hotel or something, I'm sure it's going to be kind of shitty. So I will bring the tripod, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. And it obviously wouldn't be a stream like this. It would if I do that, I don't think I can restream to multiple platforms from my phone. So unless I did it like on my laptop, yeah, I don't know. It's probably not going to happen, but I will say maybe. But yeah, it should be good as long as we don't get killed by a bear. And yeah, but that's kind of it. I really need to get to sleep because my sleep schedule has been so fucked from playing Call of Duty at night. And yeah, I've been going to bed like at 2, 3 a.m. and waking up at like 11. So I need to get to sleep now so I can wake up at like 6 and get going. The one thing that I will say is there's a decent chance that if we do have cell reception and stuff, I will be posting some stuff on my Instagram. So I'm going to use this chat thing for like the first time I've ever used it. If you want to go follow me right there, that'd be cool. That's where I put like a lot of stories and different stuff like that. But yeah, that's a shameless plug for my Instagram that I need more followers on. I think it's a hidden gem. We're at like 340. I try not to give too much of a shit about numbers because I think that if you're just consistent, then it'll just continue to climb. The toughest part about this, like I mentioned earlier, and I always want to talk about, I always need to talk about this because I need to kind of even remind myself, is I think the toughest part about doing anything like this where you're putting out content that has a lot of value, like absolutely in a sense, right? Like in a sense of the things that are that you say or you do or whatever, or the things that you write or however you transmit it, if you know that it has value, like it just like at face value definitely has something to it, then you just need to continue to do it, be consistent, and you need to try to find the audience that really wants that stuff. The thing that I think gets a lot of people fucked up and kind of fucks me up for like, from time to time, and definitely, has recently in the past, is the fact that we all know people, right? Let's say I know maybe like 3,000 people or something, right? Let's just say that I've encountered 3,000 people. I'm acquainted with 3,000 people. There's a high likelihood that only, like 10% of those people actually give a shit what I have to say. But that's like 300 people or whatever out of 1,000, or I'm sorry, 3,000 or whatever. But then think about like all of the other people in the world that also would fit into that group. So you got to kind of get your message out there. Yeah. What's the quote of the day? Did I say the quote of the day? Or there is a quote of the day that you're going to write? I don't know. But regardless, that is kind of how I think about it, and that's something that I'm kind of working on right now and kind of working through consistently, is the fact that I just need to continue to put out the stuff, hopefully scale, hopefully get more people involved, and really just continue to take those next steps and generate revenue and make this actually livable, because right now with everything going on, I've been given such like a great opportunity and a lot of time to work, and so that's pretty much what we're doing. That's where we're headed. But so that's kind of there's my advice of the day, or if that was the quote of the day. I don't know exactly what the quote was, but what I would say is, just keep doing it, stay consistent, and try to find the people that are really, out there looking for the stuff that and you have the value to provide. So, but other than that, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. Like I said, maybe we'll see you tomorrow and Saturday, but most likely Sunday. And thank you for all tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you're watching the rerun, thank you as well. And I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.